Joining us for Primetime Local News today is Viola Holden, the owner of Cheer Force Jets in both Cold Lake and Lloydminster. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good. Now, what sort of message are you trying to send to the province with having a sign of saying hashtag let kids play in your window?
I feel as a coach that it is time to get the kids back into sports. I've spoken to a lot of our parents and the athletes, and they're really missing being in the gym. It's starting to seem a little bit unfair that most businesses are allowed to be open, whereas I can't have any students in my building. We have a 4,500 square foot facility, and right now I'm not even allowed to have one athlete in there. We do have the ability to run classes in Alberta that are completely physically distanced without any coach athlete contact. They would be able to come into the gym, do their class, and leave with zero close contacts. And we just feel it's unfair that we're not allowed to do that when places like hair salons are allowed to be open, that you can't possibly do that without with distancing in place. So what we're asking from the government is regulations and restrictions that make sense, um, and just to let these kids back in the gym to get back to doing what they love, because we feel like their mental health has suffered enough throughout the last 10 months.
And it seems like you received lots of support from parents as well in this situation. What exactly have they been saying?
The parents, for the most part, want to get their kids back in the gym. We did a parent survey just to kind of see where everybody was at and get all of their different opinions on what they would like to do with the rest of our year. And for the most part, parents want their kids back in the gym. A lot of them aren't willing to do in-person competitions and that sort of thing, but it seems to be pretty standard that they're really tired of virtual training. Their kids aren't getting anything out of it anymore, and they would like to return to the gym. I've had a lot of parents say that they felt safer back in September through November sending their kids to my gym than they felt sending them to school, because we went above and beyond with our cleaning and that sort of thing, and really promoted the physical distancing the whole time.
And this has also impacted your local business in a rough way, hasn't it?
Yes, it's been really tricky financially. Of course, we've been closed now for a total of 5 months, and the 6 months between mid-June and mid-November, when we were permitted to open, we were restricted on how many kids we could have in the gym. So financially, it's been really tough, and I'm finding that there's been a lot of fine print in the government supports. So we haven't received a lot of support from the government. So if this goes on for too much longer without us receiving any support, we won't be able to come back after the closures are done.
And are there other similar facilities as well that have been struggling with this issue that have been trying to contact you to join in on this?
Yes. So Cold Lake was our first location. So I know quite a few more owners in Alberta than I do in Saskatchewan. We've been meeting weekly, semi-weekly with gym owners from across Alberta. Those are cheerleading gym owners. And they're all kind of in a similar situation. They're all feeling the same way. They're really anxious to get their kids back in the gym. I know that there have been 3 cheerleading gyms in Alberta that have closed their doors so far, and at least 2 in Saskatchewan as well.
And what have the kids been doing instead during this time?
We've been doing virtual training with them. Um, and it was going really well at first, but they're kids, and a lot of them are doing in virtual schooling is 8 hours in front of a screen, and then again go in front of their screen again for their cheer class. They really miss their friends. What we do is much safer to do with mats, so there's only certain aspects of our training that we can do from home. So they've been really hanging in there with the virtual training, but the attendance is starting to dwindle, and we're getting a lot of feedback from parents that although it was great at first and we're putting a lot of effort into making it fun, it's just not enough anymore.
And is there anything else you want to add for residents to know about concerning this issue?
Well, this Saturday in Cold Lake, we are putting together a parade, a Let Them Play parade. It's not a crazy protest by any means. We're just meeting at the Cheerforce Gym in Cold Lake North, and we're encouraging people to bring out signs. And this isn't just for our cheerleaders either. This is for kids and parents from all sports, community members that want to come out and support. We're asking the kids to put together Let Them Play signs that show their pride for their sports and their organizations. And we're just going to be driving through Cold Lake in front of the MLA and the town hall buildings.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Viola.
Thank you for having me.